And welcome to Officer Oil. My name's Scott McAdoo. I'm a police community outreach officer for a local department in Maryland. And outside of police, I support my family as a certified AMSOIL dealer. When I'm not fighting crime, I am fighting friction. So here with the 2020 KTM 300 XC-W TPI. Absolutely love it. I've had it for just over a year now, pushing about 13 months. And currently I have, let's see, what do I have on here? 822 miles and 60.6 hours of abuse. And I like to think that I'm getting a little better riding it, so getting a little more technical, running a little harder, and getting a little faster, that kind of thing. But what we're doing today is we're going to be changing the rear brake fluid. And we're going to be using the AMSOIL synthetic .3, .4, and 5.1 brake fluid. It meets all three. It's a silicone based. And this fluid is outstanding because it's going to help prevent all that rust and corrosion that happens with these brake systems. It blows away the OEM .3 specs, which it's going to give you on a .3, it's going to give you nearly 30% more, a higher boiling point, nearly 30% higher for a .3, both wet and dry, and then almost 17% for a .4, and about 18% on a .4 wet. So really does an outstanding job with that. Another great option to use in this bike would be the Dominator .4 synthetic racing brake fluid. If you're really looking for maximum boiling protection, because these things get super hot in the racing applications, it's just the AMSOIL product catalog. And I also want to apologize. I feel like I'm leaning this way, and we're probably going to laugh about this, but I woke up with a nasty stiff neck, and I think just being old stinks, so hopefully I have some empathy on that side of the camera. But let's go ahead and get into it here. So what we want to do, I've already kind of started here a little bit, but just make sure you got a good clean surface. Always a good idea to clean up your work surface. The bike's not spotless by any means. Went for a ride yesterday, just hit it with the hose real quick. But the AMSOIL Outstanding Brake and Parts Cleaner, hit it with everything. It's a chlorinated formula, dries very quickly, doesn't leave any residue. Absolutely outstanding. So just hit everything. Get everything a quick little spray. Give it a little wipe. Clean it up. Pop off my little rubber boot right here. A little spray, a little wipe. Alright, so we got that off. Alright, adjustable wrench. I tried to do it with a 19 mil, it was a little too small, so went with the adjustable. I'll pop that off. Make sure everything's nice and clean. Alright. You can hit it with some brake parts cleaner. There's my dog coming to say hi. Hi, Tyson. Let that dry. Alright, so got fluid down here. You can see down in here. I've got the bike nice and level. Good idea. I always do this level. You can come in here. I'll show you. Fluid's got a slight color to it. If you can see down in there. Not really, but what I want to do is try to get as much of that old fluid out as I can. I picked up a little syringe. Just snipped a piece of hose on it. Stick her down there. And suck out as much as I can. So really not even too bad, but book says do it at a year, and doesn't take much, and it's not hard to do. So got that. Now what we're going to do is use, again, the outstanding AMSOIL synthetic brake fluid, and I'm going to go ahead. This one, always best, again, please, always best to use a fresh sealed container. This one I used just not long ago, so, and there's just a little bit left. I'm gonna go ahead and use it up and use that first and hopefully get all that pushed out. So here, and I'm just gonna top it off. Nice and clear. Nice and clear. Now, I picked this up online. It was a Tusk brake bleeder, one-way valve. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I haven't tried it yet, but got the arrow right here, heading this way. So pop this thing on. All right, on nice and snug. Put it down here to my drip pan. All right, so want to make sure I got lots of pressure here. Pump that pump that pedal up nice and tight, nice and firm. And then I'm going to crack with my 8mm right here. I'm going to crack it, put some pressure on it. Crack it, tighten, pump it back up. All right, now my fluid level is going to slowly start going down. Keep pumping it up. Here it comes, starting to drip out. Tighten it back up. One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put a rag underneath here. I'm dripping just a little bit. Just like that. So nice and tight. Loose. Tight. That tightened up again. That up. Loose. Just keep working that fluid out. Tight. That up. Sure, that's nice and tight. All right, so just keep building that pressure up. Got it nice and tight. Crack it. Squeeze. Build pressure back up. Crack it. Build pressure up. Alright, well, I can see my fluids almost all the way down. Let me fill back up here. Okay. Keep working that, keep working that, getting it down a little bit. That's just a little bit left. And I'm getting all clear fluid now. There we go, yeah, I think I am good now. So, here's a little sight glass. It's nice and clear now. It was a little cloudy before right here. My level, there's a little mark. You want to make sure it's not below these two little marks right about here. All right, but I'm at the top of that, and you got to make sure you leave enough room for your cap to go on there. So, got a nice firm pedal feel to it. Make sure this is tight. Make sure that's nice and snug. Pop that off. Okay, like that. Give everything a wipe. Hit it with the parts cleaner. Okay, that'll dry fast, nice and snug. Put that back on. Get my cap, make sure it's nice and clean. nice and clean. And then let me stick that back on, tighten that up. Just snug that up. Okay, almost there. One more little turn. There we go. All right, so that's on. Just gonna spray here again, make sure if any fluid came out, get that off. It'll heat everything. Nice and clean. Got a nice firm pedal feel to it. So that is it. So the AMSOIL synthetic .3, .4, and 5.1 brake fluid works all three. Absolutely outstanding. If you would like to get some AMSOIL on your bike or your car or whatever application you may have, and you'd like to, and you're do-it-yourselfer like me, working here in the backyard, and you'd like to save 25%, 25% off of our retail price with AMSOIL, then I highly recommend joining our preferred customer program. As a preferred customer, again, save 25%, and you're going to get free shipping right to your doorstep on orders totaling $100 or more. Great program. Many of my best friends, my neighbors, my police co-workers, my parents, love you mom, love you dad, they're all preferred customers. Outstanding program for DIY. If you have maybe a repair shop or a parts store or a fleet, municipal, commercial, we have an even more advantageous program where you can start out at 30% off of our retail list price and gain additional discounts from there. So it's absolutely a great program. But if you'd like to move forward, please follow the link below, officeroil.com. Click on that. Or if you happen to end up talking to AMSOIL some way or through the AMSOIL main site and they ask you, how did you hear about AMSOIL? Please list my name, again, Scott McAdoo, and my referral number. My referral number, 1649274. And that way it helps my family out a lot. So I really do appreciate it. If you like the page, please please subscribe, please comment below. If you have any questions, happy to answer them for you. But another success here with the AMSOIL synthetic .3, .4, and 5.1 brake fluid. Officer Oil signing off. Thank you.